Yes, Kenyans and the people of the internet, we are again at it again, and welcome to this show. My name is Moses Utino, and we're going to talk about Edwin Sifuna. Once again, welcome to the show, and if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this channel. It is because of your progress. That is why this channel is where it is. It is my hope that things are going on well. It is my hope that your life is moving in the right direction. Okay. So I've been away, probably having several issues at hand, but I'm here to talk about many things. Of course, today we've seen Oburu Odinga meeting Rigathi Gachagua. Oburu Odinga met Rigathi Gachagua, and they exchanged pleasantries. We also want to talk about the Sifuna issue, the Sifuna factor. Who is actually Edwin Sifuna? Who is actually Edwin Sifuna? Who is actually Edwin Sifuna? Well, my name is Moses Utieno, and expect many regards. Of course, I know I've always not been around, and that's a challenge. I've not been around. That's a challenge. That's a very huge challenge. But that is it. We gonna talk about many things. Okay. So first and foremost, Sifuna, as I think this is his 8th year in ODM. This is Sifuna's 8th year in ODM, and Sifuna, let us give him his flowers. Sifuna has worked for ODM for 8 years. So the Sifuna factor. What will happen if Sifuna now totally moves out of ODM party? What will happen if Sifuna moves out of ODM party completely? For the first time in the history of ODM, an SG is being removed illegally. Hello to Osama Makbout, thank you. For the first time, an SG of ODM is removed. Haitu is removed, and there are protests in other parts of the country. There were protests in Bungoma, there were protests in Kakamega, there were protests in Busia. People are lamenting and complaining why the SG of ODM is being removed for the first time. So who is actually Edwin Sifuna? What is this? Thank you. What is this that Sifuna is carrying? What is this that is making Sifuna so powerful? We never saw Edwin Sifuna. I mean, Ababu Namwamba. We never saw Ababu Namwamba receiving all this welcome and heroism and reception. Kenyans have accepted Edwin Sifuna, and Edwin Sifuna is not going to end just like that. Mabuta, I'm fine. When Ababu Namwamba was removed from ODM, for us, okay, that's good. You are fine, that's good. When Ababu Namwamba was removed from ODM, Kenya did not erupt. The internet never erupted. Kenyans from all walks of life have been sending mixed signals, have been complaining, have been deregistering from ODM for the first time. So people are deregistering from ODM after the ouster of Edwin Sifuna. Who is Edwin Wetenya Sifuna? Who is Edwin Sifuna? Do not record a live stream. Why? Who is Edwin Sifuna? Sifuna is not living alone. Sifuna will live with many other people. Sifuna will live with the Babu. Sifuna will live with Orengo. Sifuna will live with Caleb Amisi. Sifuna will live with many Kenyans. Sifuna will not live alone. Yes, Sifuna will leave ODM, but he will not leave ODM alone. Sifuna will leave ODM together with many people. We've had various statements from leaders, from the CS of Treasury John Mbadi, from Gladys Wanga, from the party leader of ODM Mburu himself, and many other leaders who are allied to William Ruto concerning Sifuna. But Sifuna is the next big thing after Raila Odinga. Sifuna might be the biggest movement. Another issue is this. Dr. Oburu Odinga, the party leader of ODM, met with Rigathi Gachagua. Gachagua met Dr. Oburu Odinga. And I think they went to console Johnston Muthama. A question to you. Do you think the meeting or the handshake between Rigathi Gachagua and Oburu Odinga was political? Was it political? Can ODM members allow Dr. Oburu Odinga? Can ODM members allow Dr. Oburu Odinga to negotiate with Rigathi Gachagua? Can DCP and ODM form a coalition? Because I saw Dr. Oburu representing ODM, Rigathi Gachagua representing DCP, Kalonzo Musyoka, of course, representing Wiper. Because William Samoei Ruto, the president, is not in the country. Ruto is in Ethiopia, and I think it is one of the presidential functions that has taken him to Ethiopia. So Ruto is in Ethiopia. But back home here, we have Dr. Oburu Odinga meeting Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know what you think. Do you think the meeting between Dr. Oburu Odinga and Rigathi Gachagua was political, or it was just a coincidence that they met at a funeral? Is it a coincidence, or they only, or it was a planned that they would meet? let's go back to this. Sifuna was impeached or removed. Sifuna was removed from ODM because he was selling Gashagwa, or he was a mole. He was working for Uhuru Kenyatta, right? Sifuna was removed from ODM because he was selling agenda of other parties such as DCP. What will Oburu tell Kenyans? That he met Rigathi Gachagua. But here comes Oburu meeting Rigathi Gachagua. So Sifuna is the next big thing that is going to happen in this country. And this is going to be the fourth liberation struggle. The fourth liberation struggle will carry people like Sifuna, people like Babu Owino, people like James Orengo, people like Caleb Amisi, people like Karoli Omondi, people like who? People like Winnie Odinga. They will carry the liberation struggle, the fourth liberation struggle. Because when William Ruto was elected in 2022, Ruto pledged to bring an end to state capture, corruption, and what? And the bottom-up, whatever, economic transformation. And when Ruto took over as the president, Ruto perpetuated the same trends which were being meted on Kenyans by his predecessor, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Tribalism has gone top-notch. Corruption has gone top-notch. Favoritism has gone top-notch. Nepotism has gone top-notch. In fact, the state of the nation, the state of the country, is worse than when Moi left it, as we speak. The state of Kenya is worse than when Daniel Arap Moi left it. The state of the nation of Kenya, the state of Kenya, the economy of Kenya, is as poor and is much worse than when Mwai Kibaki left it. The state of the economy is much poor than when Uhuru Kenyatta, the whatever, predecessor of William Ruto left. What am I saying? Now that Sifuna has been removed, and Oburu Odinga and the broad-based team are embracing William Ruto, there is high possibility that the Sifuna team are going to come up with a wave that is going to shock Kenyans. Ruth Muihaki, God bless you, man. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you so much. And so, the removal, the ouster of Edwin Sifuna is a blessing to this country. Is going to rejuvenate a lot of sober political discussions that are going to shape up this country. This country is going in the wrong direction, and we need people like Sifuna, people like Babu Owino, people like James Orengo, the team that are against William Ruto. The young Turks must now rise up. The young Turks must now show Kenyans the way. How many voters are there in Kenya? 50 million. How many billionaires do we have in Kenya? Less than billionaires. Less than 50,000. Less than 1 million billionaires. But they control 50 million Kenyans. We must have a strong democracy we must have a strong democracy as a country for us to forge ahead, for us to enhance and promote the principles of constitutionalism. Nobody can convince me, nobody can convince many Kenyans that William Ruto has done a good job for the last 4 years. What we have seen under the regime, under the reign of William Ruto, under the tenure of William Ruto, is mass abductions, extrajudicial killings. Under William Ruto, I mean, somebody should just explain to Kenyans why William Ruto is important and good, why William Ruto should be re-elected. If I'm wrong, under William Ruto, the Gen Zs stormed the parliament, invaded the parliament. Under William Ruto, we have extrajudicial killings. Under William Ruto, we have abductions. Under William Ruto, we have mysterious deaths of leaders under unclear circumstances. And so, Ruto has failed to unite this country. Ruto has failed to ensure that all the pledges that he had given to the Kenyan people are met. And so, I support the team of Edwin Sifuna must salvage this country, must ensure that this country is in the hands, the safe hands politically. So, who is Edwin Sifuna? And Sifuna uses a phrase that sisi ni Sifuna. Sifuna is a force. Sifuna is actually a leader who now carries the spirit of Malcolm X, the spirit of Tom Mboya, the spirit of Kijana Wamalwa, the spirit of Masinde Muliro, the spirit of Jaramogi, the spirit of Raila Odinga. Sifuna is a big man. Sifuna carries the burden of Kenyans on his back. Sifuna carries the voice of reason. And that is why we stand with Edwin Sifuna. And his ouster, his removal was illegal and was not done in accordance with the constitution of ODM. Removing Edwin Sifuna has brought about so many effects, so many negatives than positive. For the first time, the western counties have rejected ODM. They have said, no Sifuna, no ODM. That one was never seen when Ababu Namwamba was removed. There are conversations around the country about Edwin Sifuna. There were little conversations around the country when Ababu Namwamba was removed. So, Edwin Sifuna, the way he says, Mimi ndio Sifuna, is going to, take Kenyans to the right direction if they will. And they are going to form a party. Sifuna, Babu Owino, James Orengo, they will form a party to rival ODM. And the majority of Kenyans are going to stand in the way of Edwin Sifuna, are going to back Edwin Sifuna and ensure that Sifuna is and remains the voice of the common wananchi. I welcome a few questions and let me just ask this. I'm welcoming a few questions and I want the questions in the comment section. Who is Edwin Sifuna? In the comment section, who is Edwin Sifuna? Who is Edwin Sifuna to you, my viewer? Who is Edwin Sifuna? Apart from the who is Edwin Sifuna, just tell me in the comment section. How do you know Edwin Sifuna? Will Edwin Sifuna, succeed in making sure that ODM remains a weak party? Or let me ask this question. As Sifuna's removal weakened ODM, has ODM remained weak after the removal of Edwin Sifuna? Let me ask that question. Has ODM remained weak? Alice Wambui, shut up. Alice. Alice Wambui from Uganda. I can see you. I can see you. Kenyans, I wish to end there. Let me know. What next for Sifuna? What next for Edwin Sifuna? After his removal as the SG of ODM, what next for Edwin Sifuna? What next for Sifuna? Should party, let me know in the comment section. Should Sifuna Edwin form a new party now that they are already going on with traversing the whole country? Should Sifuna and the others form a new party? Should Sifuna and the others form a new party? Once again, my name is Moses Otieno, and this is Ochuku TV, the home of real conversation and real talk. Okay. We were looking at who is Edwin Sifuna. Who is Edwin Sifuna? Who is Edwin Sifuna? He has been crucified, according to the Standard newspaper. He has been crucified for being bold. He has been removed from ODM party just for being bold. People of the internet, I wish to end my submission there or right here. May God bless you all. Those who have tuned in, I want to thank you. I want to wish you many more luck. I want to thank you for always tuning in to this channel. It is because of you that this channel has managed to be where it is. It is because of your subscription, your prayers, your support, your comments. All is beautiful having all of you on board. I think tomorrow we'll again have another live where we shall be now looking at the newspaper. We shall be looking at the daily newspaper. For today, we were talking about Edwin Wetenya Sifuna. Wairimu Kimani, I remember you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Where do you reside? Irene. Okay, Wairimu Kimani, where do you reside? You remember me? Wow, that's good. You've seen me somewhere or just over the internet? So it's good that Kenyans are not fools nowadays. Kenyans are very intelligent. They analyze, they synthesize, and they make sure that they utilize the information that come from all sources of the internet. My name is Moses Otieno, and tomorrow don't miss on my analysis on the daily newspaper early in the morning. Once again, let me make quick shout to those who were part of this live. Of course, Alice Wambui, I do see you. Osama, thank you so much. Samuel, I can see you. Then Wairimu Kimani, thank you so much for giving your all to ensure that you are part and parcel of this channel. This is Ochuku TV, the home of real talk, and I just want to say that it's beautiful all the way from wherever you are. I know there are some people watching from abroad. I know there are some people are watching us from Uganda, from Tanzania, from Dubai, from Qatar. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Get me on TikTok at Ochuku TV and also at Radio Ochuku 1. Those are my TikTok handles, both of them, Ochuku TV 2 and also at Radio Ochuku 1. Okay, of course, it's good. Our job is to promote the principles of constitutionalism and ensure that Kenya remains a country which is governed by the rule of law. And as I now lay out my final submission, I really oppose the idea of the ODM leaders led by Dr. Oburu Odinga to coerce everybody to support William Ruto. Supporting William Ruto is a choice, and it's not compulsory to support William Ruto. It's not a must. It's not mandatory to support William Ruto. We reject those who want to tell us to support William Ruto because Ruto has appointed John Mbadi, because Ruto has appointed Wandai, because Ruto has appointed Kindiki, because Ruto has appointed Moses Kuria. We reject such kind of reasoning and notion. Ruto should only be re-elected by Kenyans if he has performed as per his campaign pledges. But look, Ruto has failed miserably. We are not going to support a failure. We are not going to support an abductor of youths. We are not going to support someone whose time in office, youths stormed parliament and almost burnt parliament. We are not going to support such a person. We are going to stand as Kenyans and elect a president who is open to scrutiny and who is open to promote the rule of law and the principles of democracy and allow freedom to prevail. I wish to end there. May God bless you. Until next time, my name is Moses Utieno. Thank you for all the support. Asanteni.